All right, we've got Alonzo Riley here, and do I have your consent and permission to broadcast this publicly on YouTube?
Exploit me as much as possible, really. I'm all about it. I mean, it's like I exploit other people by watching them, and we live in a society. We should all
just be exploiting everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you wear pictures of vaginas on your shirts. And
yeah,
it's the best way. Straight to the point.
Everybody needs an extra vagina or two.
They do.
I had two. One on the front, one on the back. So.
Oh, whoa. Okay. double beam.
Double vag. Yeah.
All right. Well, I just wanted to go over what you feel like created and cultivated you as the person you are today. That relates to how you were raised and what do you experience as a child that turned you into who you are now?
Yeah, I think we're ready for this. I had amazing parents. I really did. I had amazing parents that really accepted, all my, I have two siblings, so three total.
Yeah, right.
And we've all developed really unique personalities. It's not like you meet some families and everybody's like clones of each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of think that's, I mean, who knows what it exactly is, but it seems like it's the result of people being fearful and
they want to be what other people think they should be.
Yeah, specifically their parents who can do a mental wonder.
Right.
But yeah, it's interesting because I grew up in Utah Valley, which I'm just recently realizing how bizarre it actually was for me to be not really oppressed by the culture, but somehow something in me was totally fine just flaunting whoever I was and actually getting energy from that. So
well, I did want to credit you and just say something that I really love about you is that you have a talent for bringing people together. You really do. You have a really strong talent for that. You're kind of a wild card and you're really far out there. Yeah. You kind of just stretch the limits. And you told me about times where you try to go into different malls and kind of press to see what is okay and what is not okay to get away with. I love that.
You should have seen me 2 Thursdays ago. I created an emotions generator on my phone.
Whoa.
And I could swipe through it and it's basically just a random list that would give me random emotions, and then I would enact that emotion and go interact with cool. I went to Twilight and
cool.
It was hilarious. Interact with probably 20 different groups of people, ranging from being upset and angry, and bitching, and it was amazing because people would resonate with that, and then they would bitch with me. People are so agreeable. They love getting on whatever vibe you're on. To being tearful, to being really jealous,
Yeah.
Be like, I like your shirt. Why don't I have a shirt like that?
Right, exactly what I said when I walked in.
Your hair's so cool. How come I don't have it?
Keep going.
Come on, exactly. Yeah.
No,
I've never had a retainer. Your teeth are gonna be so white. What the hell's the matter with me? God, I mean.
Coconut oil pulling.
Coconut oil pulling. You know about the coolest things and I don't know about anything like that, and I'm just sitting here like a loser, and I just wish that I was like you. You can play these little
You
games.
doing characters. How's the improv going for you? Did you start that?
Yeah, I started and stopped it.
And then you stopped. Okay. Yeah. So and now you're doing your own thing. You kind of took a piece and now you're creating your own stuff.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, and you really do break up social norms. I know that you like to kind of push the boundaries with social agreeableness, exactly like you were saying, and kind of see where people will break out of that,
Yeah, it's interesting that this is still. I thought I'd toned down. I thought I was a lot more chill now. But.
You are chill.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you're energetic, but you're also chill. You love people. So something else I wanted to ask you, and more about your life, is what are the pains that you've gone through that you feel transformed you? I
think growing up non-Mormon in a 95% Mormon group was rough, and even though at the time I didn't really realize what was happening to me psychologically, I just thought, well, I have a really high self-esteem.
Yeah, you do.
So I kind of, no matter what I'm doing, even if I was rolling around in an alley, I would still think that I was having the best life possible.
Wow.
And I'd be like, what are they doing? You know, like,
yeah.
like whatever I'm into, I feel sorry for other people that they're not into that, because I think it's the coolest thing in the world at the time. But it's like, it's part of my own delusion, right?
Well, you respect your passion, and that's something to, you know, idolize, I feel like. I mean, because it's per each individual, but you really do pursue what you love. And
so while I have this high ego, I still think that things slip in that I'm actually like hurting, you know, from like not being accepted by a culture or a community.
Yeah. I was going to say, so
I didn't really have a friend group, you know, even though I was okay with it.
Cool. Yeah. Like, you were cool with being your own person and kind of a loner, even though maybe that wasn't originally what you wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted like a community and
Right.
people, and I am fascinated endlessly by people, and I think that they're super interesting, even though I don't completely understand why they're interesting. Like, why aren't we fascinated by mice? You know?
I mean, too, at the extent of testing on them, I guess we are, but so if you have more to say on that, I'd love to hear it. I also wanted to know what...
Well, so I think that, I don't know, the combination with being alienated and having a decent self-esteem, like, I don't know, made me who I am, but I don't know.
That's great. That's a great way to put it, because you're kind of outcasted when you're not a part of that community, and I think a lot of people will agree with that, so that's good to voice. What have you seen that's inspired you to basically to fall in love with people?
What's inspired me to fall in love with people? Yeah, like I was into reading books that were about mice, like the Mossflower books. And I'd also be interested in reading books about like the social lives of rocks and plants.
Whoa.
So I guess it does take a little inspiration to get interested by human beings, but what is it about human beings that I don't think I'm inspired to fall in love with them. I'm just like really that they're interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I always like, even though I seem talkative right now, maybe, I'm quite a listener, and I like to listen to people a lot before I really get the comfort to interact. Like I'm a huge reader because society is puzzling and people are puzzling. I'm kind of amazed at how many people confidently stride through the world. Like they know what's up, and I still haven't figured it out, even though sometimes I feel like I might be getting closer to it. And,
Great.
And that, well, I'm kind of sad because then maybe I'll just get it and then life will be boring. And I'll be like, oh yeah, that's what you do in this situation to get this desired outcome, or you know.
Do you feel like you feel comfortable in chaos?
Yeah, I mean a little bit of it.
That's a very
Definitely.
Unique quality to have.
I like a little chaos, and I'm very comfortable. Like I love it when people give me like ego challenges or rip apart my psychology a little bit. Like
wow.
I have pretty thick skin.
Yeah.
And that itself intimidates a lot of people.
I think so too. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I really don't mind what people say.
Wow.
It's more like...
It makes you bold.
Yeah, and a lot of people are very sensitive, and it's hard for me to get into the understanding that other people are very delicate.
Yeah.
Because I just assume that other people are like me.
Yeah, right.
I just spit on the microphone.
How dare you? I'm sensitive to that.
At the teeth.
Yeah, and even like speaking about that, I just want to say I am one of those people that's super sensitive. So I think we've kind of had that dance together and figured it out, and that's great because I can learn a lot from you being thicker and valuing my own opinion at the same time. You know what? Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
And I like hugs too.
You would. Mm-hmm, all right. Well, thank you for your time.
Perfect. And Alonzo. That's me in a nut or in an eggshell.
He's a nut, for sure.
Yeah.